Alright, we're gonna do some 90-90s now and then a little hamstring stretch. What's my favorite color? I don't think I really have a favorite color. It depends on my mood. I really love blue, but I also like pink and red. I like all the colors. I think my least favorite color though is purple. Other leg. Yeah, I don't know why, like purple, I think wearing purple, like I like the color purple, but it just doesn't look that good on me. I'm basic. Listen, honey, we are not starting off the day like this today. Too many roasts in the next 5 minutes, or in the past 5 minutes. My brain is not on. Anyways, let's continue. 5 90-90s. Alright, I think we're good. Time to begin. Let me see. Oh, great. What are people saying? Good morning, Khaleesi. Stephanie said, you should try to be silent, Andy, to silent Andy. Oh, the girls are so funny. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. What are we beginning with? I think I want to start with RDLs this morning. Good morning, Spen. Jada said, do you think running is a quick way to lose weight? If you are trying to lose weight, this is my biggest piece of advice, is focusing on the kitchen. Calories, the food you're consuming, that is the most important. I know you feel like going to the gym is going to help you lose a bunch of weight, which it will, but what's going to help you more is what you're eating, what you're consuming. So going into a calorie deficit, meaning you're eating less calories than you typically do, I would start by tracking how many calories you currently consume daily. Do that for a week. Don't try to like change up your diet at all. Whatever your typical day is, track that. Every single thing. I don't even care if you put one piece of popcorn into your mouth. Track it. Track that piece of popcorn. And then once you have tracked your maintenance calories, then I want you to do what's called the BMR calculator. Basal metabolic rate. Look up ChatGPT. Type in what is my BMR. It's going to ask you your height, your weight, your age, your gender, and your activity level. From there, it's going to tell you how many calories you need to be eating per day in order to get to your goal weight. This could take 10 weeks, 20 weeks, whatever. Don't let the number discourage you because good things take time. So, okay, yay, I'm glad. Also, if you ever have another question, just DM me on Instagram or something. But anyways, so once you figure out your maintenance calories, you're going to start continuing to track your calories. So once you figure out how many you're consuming, you go to Google, type in BMR calculator, answer all the questions. Then it's going to tell you how much you should be eating every single day. You have to stick to that. If you do not stick to that, you are going to not hit your goal. So, quick little example. Let's just say it tells you to eat 2,000 calories a day. This is just an example. You can choose to eat fruit and vegetables and rice and ground beef or chicken or something, and you're gonna be able to eat a lot more food. Now, let's just say you are in the mood for crumble cookies, okay? This is just an example, but let's just say you're in the mood for crumble cookies. That one cookie is almost 2,000 calories. So if your goal is to eat 2,000 calories a day, all you can eat is that one crumble cookie, or you can have a whole ton of whole foods. A whole ton of whole foods. What am I even saying this morning? My brain's not on. But I hope you get the point. Crumble is amazing. I have forced myself to not eat it recently because I'm cutting. But you have to pick your battles. So you can either eat a lot and a bunch of like whole foods, or you can eat the crumble cookie. It's really just about staying in that calorie deficit, not going over the calories. If you go over the calories, you're not going to hit your goal. So, quick thing, track your calories, eat whole foods, eat a lot of protein. It makes you feel full for longer. It also will help you rebuild and repair those muscles that you're tearing up in the gym. On top of that, I would definitely do some cardio. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. Add, I don't know, 15 minutes on the Stairmaster, 15 minutes on the treadmill. Go for a walk for 15 minutes. Do that daily, and if that becomes easy for you, then do 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, slowly increase over time. I think most of us have a mindset where we need to go from 0 to 100 to hit our goal. Do something that is easily maintained. You can't just starve yourself because you're not going to maintain that. At least I won't. If I go through those spells where I don't eat, then I binge eat. Whenever I'm able to eat, I eat so much because I wasn't able to. So don't be like me. Slowly make a change and make it a lifestyle. All right. Anyways, I think I'm done with our spiel. If you ever have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram. I am so down to help all of you guys. Did I find a penny on the ground yet? I have not. Maybe I will. I need some good luck. Okay. My current weight, I think it's 133. I've lost 2 pounds. My goal weight is 125. So we have 8 more to go. Anyways, all right. Are we ready? Let's go do some Romanian deadlifts. Good morning. Goodness. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. I have a wedgie I need to pick. There's too many people here right now. I need to go to a corner. Is there 2 people on the Smith machine? Can't see that. No, I think one's available. Good morning. How are you? Good. Doing good. Just tired. I went to the beach yesterday. A little sunburned, but we're good. All right. Let's begin. Dang, she said I look tanner. Okay. That's what I like to hear. Good morning, Lauren. All right, before I go over form, let me just set this little station up for us. How much weight do I want to start off with today? I think we're going to start off with, we're going to probably start and maybe even stick with the 25-pound plates. How can I lose 40 pounds? I had a baby 11 weeks ago. Brittany, message me on Instagram and I will give you the whole rundown because I just went over it. No offense, Brittany, but this will take me a good 5 minutes to go over again. So just message me on Instagram right now so you don't forget. And I will get back to you as soon as I'm done with this live because I got you, girl. Also, congratulations on your baby. That's amazing. All right, let me go ahead and put these weights on and then we'll talk about form. Alright, you guys know the freaking deal. It's time to go over RDLs. So I'm going to say the steps and then I'll demonstrate. So step 1 with RDLs, these are really good for building glutes and hamstrings. Now there's a way to make them slightly more glute focused and there's a way to make them a little bit more hamstring focused. Doesn't matter which one you do. I do glute focus because I'm trying to grow more of my glutes than my hamstrings. But you could do either one. If you're trying to grow your hamstrings, do the hamstring focus. You get the point. So step 1, engage your core. That's with every single exercise. It's going to make your core stronger. It's going to make your form better. Engage your core. Focus on that. It is so easy to forget about your core and just kind of let your muscles do your thing or their thing. My brain is not on. I'm so sorry. But really focus on engaging your core. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart and they're facing forward. They're not turned in, they're not turned out, they're directly forward. So core is engaged, feet are shoulder width apart. From there, you want to focus on bringing your chest forward and sending your hips backwards. This is a very, very awkward movement. If you are new to RDLs, keep the weight light, practice form. Practice form even with no weights, just so you can get like the movement down. When you start doing them, use very light weights to begin with. So core is engaged, feet are shoulder width apart. You are going to bring your chest forward, send your hips backwards. For glute focused, you are going to bend at your knees. So if you want to target your glutes, you're going to have a slight bend. You're not squatting, but you're going to have a slight bend, which I'll demonstrate. If you're trying to target your hamstrings, we're going to keep the legs more straight. So glute focus bend, hamstring focus straight. All right? As soon as you can't send your hips back further, that's when you're going to stop and come back up. You don't want to keep going down or else you're going to feel it in your lower back. If you're feeling it in your lower back, chances are your back is not straight, you're lifting too heavy, or you're going too far down, okay? So let me demonstrate this so you guys can actually visualize what I'm trying to say, and then we'll get into it. So, step by step. Core is engaged, feet shoulder width apart, facing forward from the side, booty is touched, chest is coming forward, hips are going backwards, and then back up. Glute focus, you're bending. So you see I have a slight bend in my knees, and then back up. For hamstring focus, legs are straight, and back up. Okay? Now, like I said, if you guys are new to RDLs, keep that friggin' weight light. I was an ego lifter when I first started. I really fucked up my back. My lower back was in pain for months and months and months. It's a long recovery, so don't be like me and try to just look cool and lift a bunch of weights. Get your freaking form down. Once the form is down, you're golden. You're gonna see progress. But until then, don't be an ego lifter. I hope that helps. We're gonna do set number 1. This is gonna be our warm-up set. So we're only gonna do 10 reps, really just getting those muscles warmed up and awake. And then for the next 2 or 3 sets, I'm not sure if we're gonna do 3 or 4 yet, we'll see. But for the next, we'll probably up the weight, but you guys understand. First one with Dylan's hand. I'll be ready. Let's do it. Here we go. This one is done. How we feeling? How we feeling, honey? Oh my gosh. Also, don't forget to breathe. I always forget to breathe. No, why was that so challenging this morning? Woo. I'm feeling it. I know we really gotta hydrate. Am I doing the treadmill? I should. Am I right now? No. All right. No, literally, Melanie. Why'd that feel like I was like hitting a PR? I love it, Chris. I got these from either Macy's or Dillard's. I kind of forget. I'd like to say Macy's, but it could have been Dillard's. Am I at the gym? Yes, I am at the gym. Woo. All right, we're gonna do another set. We're gonna keep that weight because that felt like I was lifting up a car. And it was only 50 pounds. Listen to your body, you know? I already know if I lift heavier, I'm gonna feel it in the wrong places. And I am feeling it in my glutes. So we're gonna do 2 or 3 more sets, but we're gonna up the reps. We're gonna do 12 instead of 10. The whole outfit is from Define, D-F-Y-N-E. D-F-Y-N-E. You can use code Krista if you want some money off. Define is the best. I've been working with them for almost 4 years, which is crazy. I truly love them. I work exclusively with Define, meaning I can't work with any other active brands or active wear brands. I did that because I believe in them. I believe in their products, the quality, the colors, the styles, everything is top tier. So if you shop Define, use code Krista, get some money off. But that goes for girls and guys. They sell both, men's and women's clothing. And what I want to say, I'll end it here, is if you use my code, send me a screenshot of your order and I will add you into my monthly giveaway. Every single month, I pick one person that used my code and I refund their entire order. So you have to send me a screenshot of the total using my code, and then I'll pick one person to refund their entire order too. All right, you get the point. Let's stop talking. Let's get back to work. We have, I'm just gonna scoot this camera a little bit closer. We have at least 2 more sets, if not 3. We'll feel it out, but let's stop the talking and get to work. Here we go. My DFYNE, also I tag them in all my TikToks. Literally just go to my page, they're tagged in almost every TikTok. All right, let's get to it. That was really humbling, to say the least. Need water. Take a break. Whew. No, I have not got hypnotized yet. Why do so many people want me to get hypnotized? I feel like it's the same person asking that. Whew. How we feeling? Also, quick little backstory. You could do these from home or the gym. You can use the barbell, dumbbells, kettlebell, Smith machine, cable column. It really does not matter. But get the RDLs in. No, literally, I'm like scared now, Khaleesi. 100% Lauren. I don't know why they want me to get hypnotized so bad. Oh, 100%. Wall RDLs are also really good to get form down. So if you are someone who is kind of struggling with form, literally back yourself up to a wall, and like I would say like a foot away from the wall. And then the goal is to bring your chest forward and try to get your butt to touch the wall, and then back up. That's a good way to get down RDLs, practicing the form. And like I said, even practice with no weights, just getting that motion down. Am I AI? Yes. I am AI. I am the AI. I am ChatGPT. I am everything. I'm just kidding. Alright, anyways, is it normal to not be able to feel a heavier weight doing RDLs even with the prep form? Oh, 100% Maya. Like there are times if I lift too heavy, I am not feeling it in the right places. Like I can lift the weights, but it's not targeting the right areas. So that's why I always say, like, try to keep the weights a decent sized weight, enough for you to feel it and grow and you're struggling, but not heavy enough to the point you can't feel it in the right spot, you know? What can you do from home to work on your belly to get thinner? I got you, Michaela. There are so many. Number one, these workouts that I currently do, all of them can be done from home. Like, you don't want to just work on your core. You want to work on a little bit of everything. So I would suggest, if I were you, joining my live workouts if you have time. But if you don't, I always post the workouts on TikTok. There's ways to modify them too. Like, for example, today I'm using a Smith machine. You could do RDLs with dumbbells. Even if you don't have physical weights, just something that's heavy enough to hold on to. Besides that, I do have a core routine posted on my TikTok under the playlist called Cut. And there's a core workout. I'm wearing all pink in that workout. And I'm telling you, that workout got my core so strong. I've been doing it as well, so I think I'm starting to see some progress. Anyways, all right, let's zip it. We're gonna just do one more set of these, and then we're gonna move on to our next exercise, which is going to be the hack squat, because you guys know I've been obsessed with that recently. But I'll give you guys an alternative exercise, because I know most of you guys don't own a hack squat machine, all right? Anyways, I think this necklace is from Etsy. My boyfriend got it for me years ago, but it's real gold. This is literally the only piece of real jewelry that I own, so I've been wearing it every day. But I think he got it from Etsy or something like that. All right, this is gonna be our last one. Are we ready? Let's just finish up.
side. Come on, Bree, make it happen. 3 more plates each side.
Oh my gosh.
I equal 6 on each side, so.
Okay. Holy. That just killed me. But we're gonna put these weights back, clean off this equipment, and we're gonna move on. So give me a second. Good morning. Hey, better late than never, right? Alright, let me just grab spray so I can clean off the bar, and then we're gonna move on. Do I do Pilates? No, because there's no like good Pilates studios near here, but I really, really, really want to. If there was a good studio, I would try and do that like at least twice a week. Whew. I actually have never tried it either. I've done a bunch of like yoga. There's like there's a class that I took a few months ago called Yoga Lattes, and it's like Pilates and yoga mixed together, but there's no like reformer machine, and that's what I really want to try. Alright, it's all yours. Ooh, I like your towel. I literally just bought one of these.
Really?
Like little exercise towel. Really? Dang. I like it. Thanks. Have a good workout. I literally just got a towel yesterday and I forgot to bring it because I didn't bring my gym bag today. And honestly, I didn't buy it, my mother did. My mom got it for me, but it's super cute. And I really want to start using them because the gym is honestly disgusting and people do not wipe off their equipment. I can't even think about it too long or else it'll really gross me out. But I feel like if I have a towel, it will help, I don't know, at least ease my mind. I'm sure there's still bacteria everywhere. Oh my gosh, I do it at home with Matt weights, Move by Nicole. Oh my gosh, okay, so everyone has been talking about Move by Nicole. That's so weird. Well, not weird, but it's just weird that I've heard her name like 10 times from different people. So I should really look into her. I've seen people talk about her on TikTok, and then some of my friends also mentioned her. Okay, I know, people are really gross, but what can we do? All right, anyways. I am going to be doing this hack squat, but I am doing good mornings. You could do good mornings with just dumbbells or a barbell. Honestly, whatever you have. Make do with what you got. But I'm going to go over some form for you guys. Then we'll get into it. If you don't want to do good mornings, you can do hip thrusts. You can do calf glute bridges, goblet squats, sumo squats. Literally doesn't matter, but let me just show you some good mornings on this machine. Reformer equipment on Amazon for $130. Ooh, wait, Brittany, send me the link. Send me the link, Brittany. These are so good for glutes and hamstrings, Maya. A little combo, good for both of them. But let me show you guys the form. So core engaged, feet shoulder width apart, facing forward. From the side, you're gonna hold your weight back here. Chest is coming forward, pushing back. Right back up. So, pretty similar to an RDL, but also slightly different. I, for some reason, feel this one more in my glutes than I do the RDLs. I like doing the combination of both of them. You could choose not to. Really do what your heart desires. Even if today is just upper body for you, and you're just using this live to listen to, and I don't know, maybe get some motivation from it, who knows. But either way, you don't have to do what I'm saying. I'm sure whatever you pick to do is going to be just fine. Let me just prop you guys right here while I adjust this camera. It's not going to stick on that, is it? Nope. Of course. This camera's just a little lopsided, so give me a second. Is there any apps I can get to help me? Wait, help you with what, Michaela? Because I'm sure there is, but wait, what are you looking for? I think I might have missed another comment from you. Alright, I think this should be perfect. With my core, just everything. Okay, let me just pause this video. So if you are really trying to strengthen your core, I have heard so many good things by Move with Nicole. Check her out on YouTube. I have never used her, just like I said, but I've heard so many good things. So go check her out. But also remember that like strength training, weight training, what I'm currently doing also helps strengthen your core. If you're trying to be a little bit more curvier, which is how I personally like to be. I like to be strong. I like to be curvy. Do weightlifting. You can also do Pilates. I think a lot of girls get scared of weightlifting. Number one, because a bunch of gym bros are here and it's intimidating when you don't know anything. I felt that when I first started. But also, people think that you're going to get super huge and bulky and like gain a bunch of muscle. That is not going to happen unless we're intentionally trying to build muscle. I'll go more on a spiel. Let me just do this first set. I'm going to do 10 as a warm-up and then we'll talk more, all right? I think her name was Move with Nicole. Someone drop it in the chat. I'm pretty sure that was her name, right? Number one is done. Also, thank you guys so much for tapping the screen today and the follows. Is doing hip thrust, RDL, and good mornings too many compound movements for one workout? No, I would say for compound movements, sorry, I have something in my eye. For compound movements, I would do 2 to 3 of them per workout. So, for example, this is now our second compound movement. I would do 2 to 3, no more than 3, no less than 2. And then the rest of your exercises, you can count as accessory exercises, like glute kickbacks, hip abductions, rounded back extensions, any of those. That's what we're gonna do. So far we have done RDLs. We are now doing good mornings. Then we are gonna do rounded back extensions, then glute kickbacks, then hip abductions. We're pretty much doing the same exact routine. I'm trying to stay consistent with this routine over the next few weeks because I feel it working really good. Like my glutes are super sore after I leave, which I feel like is not that typical for me. So we're sticking with this routine. So another recap before we do or add more weight to this: RDLs, good mornings, rounded back extensions, hip abductions, and glute kickbacks. Then on Friday, we're gonna have a whole glute day where we'll do hip thrusts, cast glute bridges, all of that. But for the hamstrings, I'm keeping ham and glute day very consistent. So my split for the week, Mondays are quad and glute, although I've been doing a little bit more glute than quad because my quads are just getting too big. Tuesdays are back and bicep. Wednesday, today is hamstring and glute. Thursday is shoulder and triceps, and then Friday is just glutes. I'm really trying to grow the glutes if you can't tell. But Yeah, I think that's all you asked for. Let me go ahead and add some weight to this because that was pretty light. We're gonna add 25 on each side, and I believe that this machine already weighs 65 pounds. So we just did 65, we're gonna up it. What is 65 plus 50? 125, is that right? 115, 115, sorry. I'm not good at math this morning. Also, please don't be weird in the chat. Please, please, please. Alright, this is gonna be our second set. We're doing a total of 3 or 4 of them. I'm not sure, we'll see. Holy shit. That one really did almost just take me out. Also, I'm slightly sunburned. Not that bad, but you can see I'm like peak. And this is where it's resting, where I had the worst sunburn. Oh my god. Good morning. We have one more. It's gonna be our last set, and then we're gonna move on to probably rounded back extensions next. Maybe glute kickbacks. I don't know, we'll have to see. Outfit of the day is from Define. Hair. I woke up like this. The hair was brushed. It doesn't look like it though. The hair looks crazy today, but that's okay. I don't know why this is like giving me such a hard time. I need to like put you guys right here for a second. This camera is just not 90 degrees. It's giving lopsided. Why is it doing this? Hang on. I think I just put it on wrong today. Whatever. We're just gonna deal with it. We're gonna keep the same weight for set number 3. This is gonna be our last set. So for this one, we are gonna go until failure, meaning I'm not gonna give myself a number. I'm just gonna keep going until I can't anymore. So we just did 12. 12 was really rough. I assume we're gonna be in the 12 range. 12, 13, 14, 15. If I do more than 15, I don't know what. I deserve a cookie after this, but let's go ahead, put the app in, do our last and final set, and then we'll move on. Also, thank you guys again for tapping the screen. We are currently at 25,000 likes. We have 100 new followers. To everyone who dropped a follow so far, I'm so grateful for you. I'm really trying to hit 1.2 million followers, but it's a long road ahead of us. So if you have anyone that you think would enjoy this live, share it with them. Let's get them on here and help me hit 1.2. Why is this like this? Hang on. I don't know how to adjust this. I'll just have to edit that. The camera's just like sitting lopsided and it's bothering me, but I don't really think there's much I can do to fix it. Alright, let's do it.
Sorry, I ain't making it. I've been in those grants when I've done here. I'm like, yeah, done for the day.
That was really bad. How are we doing? Judith, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness, baby. I might need a stretcher coming out of here today. Okay, we're moving on. But I have to clean this equipment on first, so let me unrack these weights. Whew, and then we'll clean it off. Let's clean this bitch off. Oh, Stephanie, that's so sweet. Where were you at with the manatees and dolphins? It's called Sebastian Inlet. It's in Florida. I don't know if you guys saw my Snapchat story yesterday, but there were manatees mating yesterday. There were 10 males and 1 female. This poor little girl. They were there for hours. I was there for hours yesterday, and that poor little girl was getting drowned. Bree, thank you for the follow. Yay! I always get so excited when I see the girls follow. All right, we're moving on. Yeah, literally. Well, too bad. I'm already muscular and I don't want to. All right, let's go ahead and do some rounded back extensions. Back extensions. What we're gonna do next is also amazing for the hamstrings and the glutes. To make this more challenging, you can hold a heavy plate or a weight. Desiree is here. Good morning. I don't have my pre today. I forgot it. Are you hitting legs today?
Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
Come on, exercise number 3.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you done so far?
I did RDLs, and then I did like that hack squat that we try to learn at Crunch, where like you go forward, but it works hamstring and glutes really good. Those are the only 2 I've done, but I'm about to do the rounded back extensions. Is Stephanie coming or no?
Not right now.
I knew she wasn't gonna come when she Snapchatted me 5 hours ago when I woke up. I'm like, oh, okay. So you were up till 3 o'clock in the morning, huh? I think I'm gonna switch to this angle just so we have better lighting. Okay, so instead of these, you guys could do sumo squats, goblet squats, hip thrusts, casket bridges. Any of those will work in exchange because not everyone has a rounded back extension machine at home. I know I don't, but women are naturally pretty, no need to lift too much weight. What if we enjoy it, okay? What if we actually enjoy doing this? Think about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and set this thing up. I'm gonna have to put it on a lower setting because I'm so short, but let me test it out really quick. I'll go over form in just a second. Let me just pop you guys in. Okay, this one looks super weird, but I am telling you, if you are trying to build a shelf, to all my ladies, and maybe there's a guy on here that wants to build a shelf too, pop off king. But specifically for the girls, since the girls are usually the ones trying to build the glutes, if you're trying to build a shelf, you have to do this exercise. There's no ands, if, or buts. You are gonna feel this in your hamstring and glutes like you've never felt an exercise before. This one is so freaking good. Now, it looks super weird and ugly, okay? The uglier it looks, the better it's working. So you wanna do as rounded as you possibly can. Don't keep your back straight. If you are keeping your back straight, you're gonna feel this in your back. We're not trying to strengthen our back. It is not back and bi day. We're doing hamstrings and glutes. So round your back. It's rounded back extensions, Maya. Now I am gonna grab a weight in just a second to hold on to while I do this exercise. But just so you guys can understand the form, I'm gonna put you guys to the side and you guys can see how rounded my back is. And like I said, the uglier, the better. If people are looking at you in the gym, they just don't understand. Or maybe they do and they're just amazed by how good you look. I don't know. Anyways, don't care what other people think. Do the exercise, even if it's awkward and embarrassing. Like I said, looks super duper weird, but is very effective. So don't sleep on these. Anyways, we're gonna do 3 sets of probably 10. I am gonna use a pretty heavy weight for this. So what I'd like to do is do 10 with a weight, and then we're gonna do 6 with no weight. So again, 10 holding a weight. You can hold a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a plate, does not matter. I have to verify I'm on live. Holding a weight, then you're gonna drop the weight and do 6 more with just body weight. And then we're gonna take a break and do it again. 10 with a weight, drop it, 6 body weight, pause, do it again. We're doing 3 rounds, okay? The rounded back is for glutes and hamstrings. Try it out once. If you don't like it, you don't like it. At least you tried it. But try it at the gym. You will feel this in your glutes and hamstrings so good, all right? If you don't have this at home, you could do sumo squats, which look like this. Weight in hand, leaning forward, feet are wide, like this, okay? Squat all the way down, and back up. Again, and back up. You could also do a hip thrust, which all you need for that is some sort of weight. It doesn't even have to be an actual weight, just something heavy you can put on your hips. You could do hip thrust, you could do cast glute bridges, which is just like a hip thrust, but you're only going halfway down. You could also do reverse lunges if you'd like. Any of those are alternatives, so up to you. Thank you. How do I get myself to still show up to the gym? I've been slacking, dreading going. Oh my God, I struggle with that so bad. To be honest, my motivation is you guys. That sounds so ridiculous. It sounds like I'm just saying that to make you guys feel better. I swear to God, if you guys did not show up to my lives, I would no longer show up. And that sounds so messed up because I shouldn't just use you guys as my motivation. But currently in this stage of life, you guys are my motivation. You keep me accountable. I look forward to seeing you guys in the morning, the conversations that we have. You guys make me passionate about it. Now, there was a time in my life, maybe like 2 years ago, where the progress was my motivation. And that's kind of also where I'm at right now because I'm trying to cut. So seeing the weight kind of shut off, seeing me get a little bit more tone, that has also kept me motivated. But really what you have to remind yourself, there's going to be so many days where you feel unmotivated, but you have to be determined. So don't let motivation be your driving factor. Let determination be, because even if you're not motivated, you're still determined and you're still going to show up. Also, having a really cute gym fit helps. When you feel cute, you look cute, you work harder. So that's my motivation of the day. Anyways, I'm going to grab a plate. I think I want to use a 45-pound plate, even though that's very ambitious.
What are you doing?
With 45. Okay. I know. All right, let me go grab this weight. And are you going to do them with me? Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to grab a plate. Desiree will be here for you.
I'm gonna grab a plate, but I'm 45.
All right, we'll be right back because I can't hold you guys and grab a plate. So don't go anywhere, okay? Tap that screen. I'll be right back. And I love you, girl. I'm always here for you guys. set up this camera. Do you want to go first, Desiree? While I just set up the camera. I'll move this out of your way. Okay. Oh my God, Emily. Thank you so much. Truly, I have been so hard on myself recently. My engagement on Instagram is shit because I won't post any pictures because I just have felt, I've had severe body dysmorphia. Huh? No, I feel like that's where it should be. I think before we were raising it too high. So, try it out. But anyways, I wasn't posting at all on Instagram this past month because every picture I take of myself, I just hate. And I'm not asking for compliments right now. I'm just telling you guys how I felt recently. But my boyfriend's like, girl, number one, you look great. Number two, you gotta post. So I really just need to get over this weird, I don't know, mental space I'm in right now. It's hard, but you know, we'll get past it. Yeah, right? I think before we were doing it too high and I wouldn't feel it as much in my glutes. All right, let's do this. We're doing 10 to 12. We'll see how oh no, we're doing 10 and then 6. That's right. That was super ambitious of me. The 10 might have to go down to 8. Holy crap. That was rough. I'm gonna be feeling that tomorrow. My name is Frog. Okay. All right. Woo. Terrible. All right, we're gonna do 2 more sets, but we're gonna bring it down to 8. I can't do 10 then 6 because my hamstrings might rip actually. There we go, Melanie and Paddy, girl. All right. Are we ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think I'm gonna do this angle. That's gonna be good. Grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make a. Alright, here we go. Why do I keep thinking all the songs are gas pedals? Literally, I thought this was gonna be. I know, literally. I don't know if I could do one more. That was so painful. Exactly. This is our last one. Thank God. That is so true. Motivation is an event, but discipline is a lifestyle. I love that. It's so beautiful. Whew. How we doing? We have one more of those nasty things. Without motivation, there's no power. Yeah, you're not always going to be motivated. You have to be disciplined. But motivation, it will get you very far in life. Okay, so I feel these a lot in my hamstrings versus glutes, but you have to know, even if you're feeling it in one area more than another, it's still working the other area. So for example, this works hamstrings and glutes. I definitely feel it more in hamstrings than glutes, but I know my glutes are still working because you can't do this exercise without using your glutes. So don't let that discourage you from not doing these. All right, we're gonna do one more. Desiree's dead. That's me though, literally. That's about to be me because my hamstring's about to rip off. You're so welcome, Nicole. We're gonna do one more set, and then we're gonna do our last two exercises, which is gonna be glute kickbacks and hip abductions. Is it normal to feel one side of the glute than the other? That's definitely normal. I've experienced that multiple times. Now, if you feel like you really want to make sure, because you're using both, even if you're just using, or you feel it more in one than the other, you're still using both. But a good way to really focus on one glute versus another is if you're doing hamstrings or cast glute bridges, you could do them single leg. So I can't demonstrate because I don't have a bench right now, but imagine I was sitting down, putting one leg up, and then the other leg is the working leg, using one leg to do that exercise. That even goes with like building upper body. Like if you're focused, let's just say, sorry, my train of thought is just gone right now. If you're trying to build your biceps, sometimes one will compensate versus like the other. So you can do single arm dumbbell bicep curls. Like you can do one at a time versus both, you know? So do 8, then 8. Same with like leg press. You can do single leg press, hip abductions, not hip abductions, hip thrusts. You get the point, okay? I hope that helped. My brain is just not on today. I did not have pre-workout. All right, let's go ahead and finish up. This is for real, our very last set. And then we're gonna move on to our last two exercises, which are really not that bad. The last two, I saved the easiest for last because the more challenging ones, we need all the energy we can get. So let's zip it, get back to work, and then we're gonna move on. Why does it look so dark? Oh. Here we go. Let's do it. A girl told me she can make her ribs stick out. Is that normal to do? I mean, you can do like vacuums and your ribs are gonna stick out. That was rough. That is Desiree. They want to know who you were. Alright, I'm just making sure this video looked good. Okay. She is beautiful. You're gonna be dead, Melanie. Truly. Alright, let me go ahead, put this heavy ass weight back, clean off the equipment, and then we're gonna finish up for today. We only have 2 more, and the last 2 are much easier. Thank you. The glutes are gluten. I'm dead. Look at my hands, my poor little hands. I really need to buy those gloves we were talking about yesterday. Oh my god, right, Ashlyn? My hamstrings are destroyed. Truly. Yeah, so you guys can say hi to her. 1 second. She's putting her weights back. I just need to clean this. Woo. Desiree, they want to say hi to you.
Hello, people. Everyone knows my name. I'm good. Dying. Krista kills me.
I didn't want to show up today, to be honest, but we're here.
My TikTok is Desiree Weigel. I don't know, actually.
You're gonna have to spell that for me.
Yeah.
Let's come over here while she tells you so I can set up this equipment. I need this one. Alright, she's gonna tell you guys. I just wanted to bring you over here so I can set up. Why is this doing this? It's like at an angle. Alright, she commented in there. Wait, why do I not see it though? I don't see her comment for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, she's there. That's so funny. White gold. I know, her last name is a little hard to spell. That's why I was like, you just got to tell them. Alright, let's do this. We're doing 3 sets of 12. I'm 24, she is 25? Yeah. On lower body days, is it normal to feel your back sore? You really don't want your lower back to be feeling sore. Although, when you do good mornings, Romanian deadlifts, you can't help but to be using your lower back slightly. Although that's not where the primary target muscle is. Sorry, I'm really out of breath. Whew. RDLs, use your back. Good mornings, use your back. Rounded back extensions, use your back. So it can be sore, you know? Even if your form is perfect, you are still using that muscle. But it shouldn't be hurting, you know? If it is, consider lowering the weight slightly, practicing your form, all of that. But also don't think you're doing it incorrectly because your back is sore. I hope that helps. Oh my God, no, Ashlyn, make sure you stretch after this, especially if you feel it tight. Make sure you stretch or else the next few days you're gonna be in so much pain. Okay, we are doing 2 more of these nasty things. So, push yourself, we're gonna do this together. We are almost done. Why is my camera doing this? Yes, please stretch because I've been there and your hamstrings are going to be sore for a week and then you're not going to be able to work out. It sucks, but you also are working really hard, so I'm very proud of you. Alright, let's do this. We got 2 more. No, literally, I was sore all this weekend from last week's ham and glute day. And I had like 7 days to recover and I was still so sore. It just means you're working hard. I really need to figure out why this is like this. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh my god, I regret not bringing it. Thank you so much for the gift, by the way. No, trust me, I've done that so many times, Ashlyn. It's okay, just make sure you stretch after. Terrible. Literally tortured today. I need to fix my hair too. I look like a hot mess. Okay. Aw, Soraya. I can't believe you're a mommy. That is so cute. No, right, Soraya? They play bangers here. I'm like, don't give me any shots, because I'd be having fun in here. We'd be having Club Krista at the gym, for real. Alright, I really need to stop talking and just finish this. We have one more set, and then we have one more exercise, hip abductions, but those are sitting, so. Do you work today? No, what are you doing?
Gotta clean my house, grocery shop.
Yeah, I really need to clean my house too, it's a disaster. Let me finish this set before you leave. so good. Oh my god, I stood up too quick.
Chicken tender sub pasta buffalo.
Oh, don't even start with me. I'm like supposed to be on my cut right now.
With ranch and
Literally extra cheese. Well, you don't like cheese, but
yeah.
isn't that crazy? She does not look. I just read the comment. She does not like cheese.
Nope.
She doesn't like cheese. How do you not like cheese? That is the craziest thing. I love all kinds of cheese. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go finish up on hip abductions. Are you headed out?
Yeah.
Alright. See you tomorrow. Woo.
I'll send you a picture of myself.
Bye. Alright, she's gone. We gotta finish ourselves. We got one more. Okay, guys. We're gonna do hip abductions. We're gonna do 3 sets of 12 to 15. We'll see how we feeling. Oh, I'll go anywhere you want. All right, we gotta finish strong, guys. This is our last exercise. Push yourself. Remember, you can do an alternative. If you are not currently at the gym, you don't have this equipment, you can do sumo squats, goblet squats, reverse lunges, hip thrusts, past glute bridges. Really does not matter, but oh my god, I love that Ashlyn. That'd be me too, to be honest. Desiree said cheese is horrible. That is so crazy. I don't get it. Cheese is amazing. I will just not do this last set. I'll just keep talking. So let's get to it. Wow. I can't believe we've been here for almost 2 hours today. Probably because I won't shut up. I just keep yapping, talking, having myself a time. But we are done. Finally. Hallelujah. Let me clean this off. All right, what we're gonna do really quickly is go to that posing room and get a few shots with the cool lighting, and then I'll be done. Such a good workout. So if you're just now jumping on, today was hamstring and glutes. We did Romanian deadlifts. We did good mornings, rounded back extensions, glute kickbacks, and hip abductions. Beth, thanks for the follow. I need to turn this lighting up though. It's just getting real dark. All right. One second. I have a whole stretching routine posted on my YouTube. It's 20 minutes long. I think it's like still too bright. From looking in the mirror, the lighting just looks a little too bright. Actually, was that even bright? I feel like it looks pretty okay. We're just gonna keep it like that.